Jeff Howard here at Kiteboarding.com. We're doing the reviews of the 2014 stuff, and now I've got the Airush Varial X is what they're calling it. I'm trying to get all the pinpoints together. We've put some time on this kite and definitely want to give you the feedback. Now, I will tell you, the past years of the Varial and the Airush have not been a big popular. It worked really well with the guys that were lightweight riders, but they call this the all-new redesign. It is true. The facts are there. They went through this kite. They've completely changed it. It's a completely different kite. They've taken things that they've learned from their Razor, which is one of their top sea kites. Airush has been doing sea kite for a long time, just like the old slingshots doing the, the fuel. Now, this one, what they've done is they've kind of brought all these characteristics of a sea kite and the D-Power kite. What I'd put it in as a category like the Ozone C4. It is a D-Powerable C-type kite feel. And they have done it, and they've done it right. They've done a really, really good job in this kite. Now, I'll talk about the building aspects of it here in a moment. But what I want to talk about is this does come with their standard fully adjustable bar. Everything is in here. They call it their smart bar. It's got the swivel chicken loop. Same system. They've just changed a few colors on the bar, on the wrap. Nothing major has changed at all in their bar system. No reason to. I do want to mention that it does have an upper level sheeting strap. It's not a down low sheeting strap. So again, I like to mention this when the bars are like this, such as the Cabrina and some of the other ones. Sometimes the reaching above is a little bit more difficult for the people who have short arms. So be aware of that. It's a very, very nice bar setup. It does have a stopper on it. Does have a swivel chicken loop. Really nice setup. It does come out pretty darn clean. It does have adjustable lines on it as well. You can remove sections on this bar. They call it a smart bar. Well, I guess it's pretty smart. It works for all their kites. You can adjust it out. It has a push pin adjustment into it, and you can get that adjustment to it. Anyway, I just want to talk about that bar just to kind of give you those points. Now, back to the kite. Again, they've redesigned this whole kite. They have their Aramid X, what they call this X reinforcement. This is insignia tape. They call it mark cloth. It is a reinforcement. I really like this idea. Coming from a designer standpoint, what has happened here is everybody's reduced their kites down to 3 struts. When you reduce this kite down to 3 struts, or any kite, it opens up this huge stretch area within this cloth in here. If there was another strut here, you can see it would reduce that and keep the sail taut. So this Aramid type reinforcing is some really good stuff. I can't wait to see how long it lasts and what it does to the sail as it starts to elongate and change its shaping. I see it definitely holding its load, dispersing load all the way from the wingtips. You can see this X cross goes all the way down to the wingtips. It's a really good point. That's coming from the designer side. Now, everything on this kite has been redone. They've done the leading edge, sizing. They've increased it down at the wingtips. This keeps anything from folding down here. I like the size of this. Some kites are some guys in manufacturing are making these too small down here to me. When you start loading this kite up the way it can be designed to load, and you hook up just a few points, you definitely are going to get some bending in the kite, and this can reduce that down by dispersing that load. Now, on their bridles, they do have the pulley system. What this will do in a pulley system on a kite such as this, it will allow this kite to change its angle of attack more progressively as you turn. What they're saying it does, and it can give you a little bit of that control, is when it's D-powered down, you still have some turning effect in the kite. What that does, it evens out the pressure within all of these bridle point connections. It only has 4 connections to the leading edge. So what that does is disperse that load. They do have some adjustments on here. I believe this will increase or decrease your bar pressure. It's a minute, a little bit amount. A lot of that comes from the wingtips out there if you want to increase or decrease the bar pressure when flying the kite. But all in all, I have to say, they've done a great, great job on this. We've had our riders ride this thing, the guys here in the shop putting this thing through the ringer, and they're coming back with positive input, meaning this kite is barely ever here in the shop anymore. They take them out and they ride them. And that's a good sign to see when you see a pile of test kites and the ones that are mainly wanting to go out and ride. So anyway, that's Airush. The new Varial X, they've done great reinforcements all the way throughout. Their struts are definitely smaller. That decreases the weight on this kite. It's got a very, very flat profile. That means it's going to fly fast through the window. It's going to have big wing tips on it, which is going to be very, very responsive in turning. So all around, if you're looking for that C-type kite feel, but you still want your depower ability in the kite, this is the direction to go. I put this in the classification of such as the Ozone C4 and this one here, a Varial X. I haven't played with any other kite that has that type of feel, so if you want the C-type kite feel, but also give the depower, you've got it right here. And this kite will definitely grow with you for a long ways to come, and it relaunches pretty darn well as coming into that C-type kite. Anyway, that's Jeff Howard here at Kiteboarding.com. If you have any questions, you please let us know. We test the gear, so you know what you're getting into. Have a great day.